Hello there and welcome to the new video. Let me get straight to the point. On my Arch Linux laptop, I wanted to use a special Croatian US keyboard. This is not very standard, but let me get into it. Why do I want this and how does it work? How does it not work? Maybe it will be applicable to you as well, even if you are thinking about some other country or the language, and I'm going to explain why. So right now I am on my Arch Linux laptop in the text console and I have a US keyboard loaded. I'm not sure if I can properly show it to you on the camera, but for example, next to the enter key, it's mirrored, sorry. Next to the enter key, we have like square brackets and stuff like that. So this is really typical for the US keyboard. If you want to load your own keyboard, you can go to the folder user share keyboard keymaps i386, and then you have some other layouts here, and you will go to QWERTZ, because Croatian is a QWERTZ keyboard, and here you have German keyboard, Slovene keyboard, Croatian, then Hungary, and a couple of more. In order to load Croatian keyboard, you would just do sudo load keys Croat. There we go. And now, if you press the same bracket keys, not sure if you can still see it. There we go. Now, if you press bracket keys next to the enter key, now you can see, as on the screen, yeah, that it is typing Croatian characters. What's the problem, you're asking? The problem is that I personally don't use Croatian keyboard. I use US English keyboard layout. I'm talking about software stuff. I don't care what it says, what is printed on the keys. I care about pressing the keys and getting US keyboard. So basically how you would do that, you would just type sudo load keys US. But then again, I have to talk to Croatian people by using this laptop and all my other computers. So you would say maybe I can swap between Croatian keyboard and US keyboard. Windows can do this, Mac can do this, Linux can do this in GUI, but what when I am working in the text console and I do that? So there is another solution which is usable by default in GNOME and KDE, and it's a part of X11 code base, and it is called US, actually HRUS keyboard. HIR stands for Hrvatska, which translates to Croatia. So there is like a subset of keyboards inside one country. If you go to KDE or GNOME and try to change the keyboard, you will see that there is like a country list. And when you select any of the countries, usually you will get more than just one entry for the keyboard. And these are various combinations. For example, if you go to Serbia, you will have Serbian Latin, QWERT Z, Serbian Latin QWERT Y, so QWERTY. You will get Serbian Cyrillic and a couple of more. So there are various combinations that people tend to use, and it's something for everyone. So that's how it works. One of my favorite keyboards, which is the one that I use, is the US keyboard, which is under Croatian because it uses the right alt GR character and square brackets and stuff like that in order to reach Croatian characters just when I need them. If you go to Arch Linux folder where all the keymaps are, you will notice that there isn't such a keyboard. You can select Croatian or US, cannot do both in any possible combination to the well, best of my knowledge. Okay, so now when we are in the graphical user interface, I'm currently using Hyperland, which uses all the same X11 keyboard layouts, just as any other desktop environment can. And what happens here, I still need to stretch a lot to show it to you. So if I type the characters next to the enter key, it is showing you square brackets, which kind of points that this is US keyboard. But if I hold the right Alt key and then type the characters next to the enter key, now I'm getting Croatian characters. So if I let go the Alt key and type these again, I'm once again getting the square brackets. So this is something that I haven't quite found on Arch Linux, and I have no idea how to really deal with that. So I'm going to switch laptops now and go to my Debian laptop, and let me plug it into the HDMI port so you can see the capture here. And this is my Debian. Let's go sudo dp keyg reconfigure keyboard configuration, and my password, is it this one? Yeah, it is. Okay. So don't worry about not seeing what it says here. I'm going to read it for you. It says like general PC keyboard 105 keys. And here you are picking which keyboard layout do you want. So you go to other, and here you can see all of the countries. And now I'm going to Croatia, and in the Croatia you have general Croatian keyboard, and I'm sorry that you cannot see this, but trust me, it says Croatian, and below Croatian it says Croatian US. So I choose that one, and default, no compose key. Do you want Control Alt Backspace for killing the X server? No, and voila, we have entered the text console back. So now when I press the characters next to the enter key, I'm getting US characters, and if I press Alt Gr and these characters, maybe I can show it to you. Actually, let me try to increase the font size. Let's go to console setup, reconfigure, and pick UTF-8, and let's go with Latin 2, and let's go with Terminus, and let's pick the biggest one possible. Okay, there we go. Now I can show you a little bit better. So what is going on now? Once again, I have like these keys next to the enter keys, and you can clearly see that this is US keyboard. And while I'm holding the Alt key, the right Alt key, now I can reach Croatian keys. This is the best possible solution for me, but this is only apparently available on Debian out of the box. I really have no idea how to do this on Arch. So the way I have brought this to my Arch system is simply by typing dump keys and forwarding my dump keys to the Croatian keyboard dot map in my home folder. Okay, let me see what is my IP address of this laptop. So it's 99.208. Okay, let me unplug this one and go back to my Arch Linux laptop here. There we go. Once again, we are on Arch Linux in the text console, and let me just go back to my home folder, scp dart at 192.168.99.201, was it? Yeah, it was. So there we go, home dart map, and put that in my current folder and type my remote password. There we go, we have copied the file that was generated by dump keys. And once again, if I type the Alt let me just show you. If I type the Alt and one of these characters, I'm not really getting what I want to get. So now I can type load keys map and enter. Yeah, we can't really do that. Sorry. Sudo load keys load keys map. Okay, my password once again, and voila. Now if I type these characters next to the enter key, and what happened now? My laptop went to sleep again. Okay, this is really weird. This is the English keyboard, but while I'm holding the let me put it up a little bit. While I'm holding the right Alt key, I can now type the Croatian keys. So this is basically everything that I wanted to show you. The video was slightly bit longer, but I really wanted to show you the whole procedure, which is really short actually. Anyways, that is it. If you have any similar scenario where you're using a really special keyboard within your graphical user interface, which you cannot quite reach on your distribution in the text console, be it Arch Linux or some other, yeah, maybe just reach for Debian and use whatever keyboard you need, dump keys, load keys, and for your homework, find out how to load keys automatically upon every reboot/login. I'm going to see you in the next video.